In this video, I'm going to be explaining how you're still exposed to huge medical bills even if you have a covered California plan. It doesn't matter if it's a bronze plan or even a platinum plan, you're still exposed to very big medical bills, and that's what I'm going to be explaining in this video and what you can actually do to protect yourself from those big medical bills. I'm Sebastian. I talk to people about their health insurance every day. I've seen what works, and I've also seen what can cost people big time. So, the number one cause of bankruptcy in the US is from medical debt. And let me actually pull up some sources. So, this is from the American Bankruptcy Institute, right? Healthcare costs, number one cause of bankruptcy for American families. We go into Barbara law offices, right? The most common causes of bankruptcy, number one, medical debt. Number two, loss of income, which kind of also ties into medical debt because if you are in the hospital, you probably are not getting paid from work. And then the third source is debt.org. Bankruptcy is often caused by financial hardship. Those filing simply can't afford to deal with unexpected major expenses, such as medical bills. So you can see that medical debt is a very big reason why people file bankruptcy in the US. And here's a very shocking statistic. 80% of those who had to file bankruptcy had health insurance. They had health insurance. It's not like those people didn't have health insurance. And there are some sources. I'm just going to link these in the description, but these are sources that prove that 80% of people who file bankruptcy due to medical debt still have health insurance. So yeah, health insurance doesn't always mean that you're fully protected. So why is this happening? Well, it's because of the gaps in your health insurance. I'm going to be going over a bronze, silver, and gold plan and actually explain where the big gaps are. Okay. The primary gap, there are two gaps actually, two main gaps that you have in your health insurance, no matter if it's bronze, silver, gold, or platinum plan. Pretty much every plan has these two gaps. The first thing will be the deductible. If you end up in the hospital with a bronze plan, you're probably going to be responsible for the first $5,800 before the insurance starts to pick up any of the costs. With the silver plan, it can be $5,200. With the gold or platinum plan, you might have a deductible, but like with the bronze or silver plan, you have an annual out-of-pocket maximum. So that means something terrible happens to you, you have a $30,000 medical bill. I've seen it before. Even if you have health insurance, you're still going to be responsible for the out-of-pocket maximum, right? Even with the gold plan, $9,200, right? And these are some plans on Covered California for 2026, right? So these are actual plans. $9,200, and that is a big reason why a lot of people go bankrupt despite having health insurance. So what can you do to actually protect yourself from a catastrophic medical bill? You know, even if you have a gold level plan or a platinum level plan, how do you actually protect yourself from hitting that max out of pocket? Well, what you can do is you can layer supplemental plans to fill in the gap. So, some examples of supplemental plans will be we have accident, right? The way that an accident plan works is that let's say that you slip and fall, you break an arm, and you have a $5,000 medical bill. Well, if you have an accident plan and your benefit is $5,000, then the insurance company will pay you $5,000 to cover that medical bill, right? Leaving with you responsible for $0. If you have a hospital plan, it works very similarly in the way, like if you get admitted into the hospital, usually because of a sickness, then if your medical bill is $10,000 and if you have a $10,000 benefit, then they'll basically just pay out just about $10,000 so you can cover that full medical bill, right? You don't have to worry about your out-of-pocket maximum because you know if something happens, then you have a secondary plan to help cover that big gap in your health insurance. Another plan could be a cancer plan, could be a critical illness plan, you know, a plan that covers heart attack if you have a heart attack. They'll help cover medical bills, a stroke, something like that. Then they'll help pay benefits, which you can use towards that big deductible you might have or that out-of-pocket maximum that you'd be responsible for. And layering on those supplemental plans, they are pretty affordable. If you want to get a $10,000 accident plan, there are carriers that would, provide that to you for $20 to $25 a month, regardless of age. Hospital plans, they can also be very affordable. Cancer, heart attack, stroke plans, those can be pretty reasonable as well. And if you're thinking, well, do I really need this coverage? Well, I would just have you ask yourself, how comfortable do you feel paying $9,000, $10,000 if something bad happens? If you're not very comfortable, like most people that I speak to, then I would just consider layering on a supplemental plan to fill in those gaps. Okay. And if you need help doing that, I'd be happy to assist you. If you want to look at some supplemental plans, or even if you just need help with your Covered California, I'd be happy to help. Just schedule a call with me. It's the first link in the description and book your free call.